Now it'll be third down.
Boom! The tackle made by Whitney Merciless. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow, 180.
Check, 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 check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Correct.
General, Max, 55. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Yellow,
Delta, 55.
right.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
15.
Mike, 55.
80 weapon.
A rip lift.
Foxtrot.
Let's get it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That's another Kansas City.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yellow. It's a 180. 57.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Hatchet.
They go again with Ware. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Alert.
Watson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Kill.
To throw is Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Hill on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Attack! Hey, 15!
Smoke! Win the rep.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Mike, 55. Check.
61. Matchbox, right. Kill. Yellow. Right side.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
And 16.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Attack.
Back to you.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
15. I tell her.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Hunt, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Go.
Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 27, Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
We gotta go, baby.
Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
4 down. Key 26, key 26.
Hey, 57.
Quiet, 64, weak. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
It's your turn.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win. frenzy. The blends be all the right cred.